Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. This episode is football practice. When I was in high school, I lettered in basketball and track. And I was better in track than I was in basketball. At the time, skinny white kid, I was 150 pounds and 5'10". And I ran the 100-yard dash, which we ran back then, the 100 and the 220, in 10.1 seconds. This was not world class, but it wasn't bad. And my 220, in fact, got me into the county finals, where I came in fourth. And one day, though, I'm standing around in practice, and two guys come over from the football team, and they say, "We're looking for ends and people who are fast, and we know you're fast. How would you like to come out for the football team?" I said, "Well, what would that be like?" They said, "Well, you'd be an end, catch balls." There were no wideouts then, it was tight ends. I said, "Well, okay." They said, "Well, the season's over, but there's a practice in August where we'll allow limited work. We can't do full drills, we can't do full equipment, but we can have limited work." So I picked up my equipment, which came in a huge gray sack for the future. But when August came, which was the first time that you could practice as a unit, as a team, I went up to what was then Roosevelt Stadium in Union City, New Jersey. And it was about, 100 degrees. We didn't know about climate change back then. And so the team was there, the veterans, the newcomers, and the practice was run by the captains. It couldn't be run by the coaches. That was the law. That was the rule. And I watched these captains tackle people mercilessly, with no padding, if they didn't feel they were doing the exercises right. And we did these painful exercises. And then we did these practices where somebody threw you the ball with your back turned, and you had to turn around and catch it when it was about 4 inches from your nose. And of course, ends in those days didn't catch passes so much as they blocked. So I had to learn blocking. Well, long story short, after about 4 hours of this, from 8 to 12 or so, I left. I took my big gray bag, because you have to lug this around everywhere. And I stopped at a small grocery store, which was on a corner, which wasn't unusual then. And I bought a lemon, a large lemon. I had them cut it into quarters. And I ate the lemon on the way home. That's how dehydrated I was. And I sucked down and ate this lemon on the way home. And on Monday morning, when school began in September, I went in to the coach and I said, "Pep, I quit." Put my stuff on the floor. He said, "Yeah, I figured." And that was my life as a football player. Half a day. And I respect the people who do it today and get battered, but I want to tell you something. I'm here talking to you today only because I left.